Hey, it's Whitney here at Water's Edge Counseling. I wanted to spend this week focusing on how to manage our marriages in the midst of the COVID-19 crisis. And I'm going to give you tips to help your relationship. It could be your marriage, it could be just people that you're living with, it could be significant others. Whatever the relationship status is, it's hard to be in a house with somebody for this long, right? And so I'm going to give you some tips on how to manage those relationships, but particularly I'm hearing it a lot in how do we manage our marriages. So this is the biggest tip that I give everyone that comes into my office, and I have found that it is extremely, extremely effective. Even though it feels inauthentic, it's so good. So here it is. It's called using I statements. An I statement is when we say, I feel blank because blank, I need you to blank. Okay, I'm going to say that again. I feel blank. You're going to insert the word that you're experiencing because of blank, or because you did blank. I need blank. This statement allows you to express your emotion, to identify the behavior that someone else has that has been painful or difficult, and then to actually address what you need from that person. So here is a prime example. Let's say, yet again, the trash is full, and you're thinking, that person I live with was supposed to take that trash out, and when they don't take it out, it makes me mad, right? Well, if you go to someone and say, I am really tired of you not taking out the trash, you're gonna have a pretty negative response from that, right? And it's not gonna go over well. Unfortunately, we often start conversations in this harsh way, and it goes down a negative hole. And we can talk more about that this week. But I want to give you another way to consider. I feel angry when I see that the trash is full. I need you to please take it out daily, or I need you to please take it out when I ask you to. You want to identify what you actually need from somebody because they don't know. They're not a mind reader, right? So you might say, I feel sad when you don't ask me how my day is. I need you to daily say, honey, how are you feeling today? Right? Now, a lot of times this is going to feel like you're making it up on the fly, like this, hey, I'm going to put these words into this little thing and it's going to work, right? Or you're going to say, oh, my spouse or my significant other is going to think this is all done up and too much therapy. They actually won't. They actually won't even notice. You would be surprised. So every person that I've shared this with and they go home and they use it in their relationships have found it very effective. Because instead of blaming someone else for your problems, you're focusing on yourself. You're focusing on your emotions and your needs and how to convey that appropriately to somebody else instead of expecting them to understand it. And instead of blaming them for not meeting your needs, letting them know what they are. So I want you to try this tactic in your relationships and see how it goes. Another really important part of this, if you have a spouse that's watching this with you or a significant other, is them responding back to you in an effective way. So when you say, I feel angry because the trash is full and you didn't take it out, saying to your spouse, what did you hear me say? And they can say back to you, oh, what I heard you say is that it makes you angry when the trash is full and when I don't take it out every day. Being able to respond back, reflective listening is what we call it in the therapy world, but reflecting back what you hear from somebody is really important because it's in that way that we talk back and forth that we can help one another and understand what each other hears. It's really funny, like ironic, odd. We think that our spouse or our significant other understands what we're saying, but often they have no idea, right? So it's interesting how I might say, hey, this is what I said, but can you reflect back to me what you heard me say? And they say something different. Or maybe they don't understand the emotion. So it's important that when you do use these I statements, if you can, have your significant other reflect back to you what they heard you say. Or vice versa. If hear them say something and you're a little unsure of what they said, you can say to them, hey, when you said that you needed the trash taken out, this is how I heard you say it, or this is the emotion I heard. So that's reflective listening. So I want you to work on these tactics while you're in quarantine, right? Work on the I statements. I feel blank because this behavior, and I need this behavior from you. And then reflect back to each other what you're both hearing and the emotions that you're experiencing, and it will really help your relationship. If you're needing more assistance in how to talk with people, how to have positive relationships, please reach out to us. We're here for you over at Water's Edge Counseling.